Steve with Washington Home Solutions, and I wanted to record this quick video to tell you a little bit about our rent-to-own lease purchase program. You may have some questions about how everything works, so hopefully I can answer those here. First off, a little bit about me. My wife and I, we live over in Bremerton, and we invest in real estate. We've been doing this for about 7 or 8 years, and a lot of the houses that we sell on lease purchase or rent-to-own. Basically what rent-to-own is if you really want to purchase a house, but for whatever reason you can't qualify for a loan right now, what rent-to-own allows you to do is to lock in the future sales price of a house and then have each monthly payment that you make start paying down on the property just as if you owned it. Now, you don't officially own the house until after you ultimately get qualified to purchase the property and qualify for a loan in the future. But in the meantime, you get to enjoy most of the benefits and responsibilities of home ownership. So, in fact, not only do we sell a lot of houses on rent-to-own, we also understand it from buyer's perspective. I'm filming this from my home office in Bremerton, and this house that I'm in right now, we are buying on a rent-to-own. So we wanted to be able to try out the area, and also me being self-employed, it's a little bit difficult for me to qualify for a regular mortgage. Okay, so we've chosen to go the rent-to-own route. So we have perspective from both sides. At any rate, some of the reasons that you might be interested in doing the rent-to-own are reasons that you might not qualify for a loan right now. It could be credit dings. Maybe you have slow pays or late pays, prior collections. It could be something bigger like a foreclosure or bankruptcy or perhaps a short sale. All of these things can affect your credit score, obviously. So if you can't qualify because you have bad credit, doing a rent-to-own will allow you to live in the home that you're ultimately going to buy as you go and fix your credit and raise your credit score. It could be that you're self-employed. Being self-employed has its own set of issues when getting qualified because you don't get a stable, regular paycheck from an employer. You're working for yourself. And some people actually want to do rent-to-own because they want to just try out an area, or they're not exactly sure they want to live in a particular place and don't want to feel committed to actually getting a 30-year mortgage on a house if you're not exactly sure that's where you want to end up. So whatever your reason for wanting to get into a rent-to-own home, I'm hoping that I can help you out. As a private investor, we typically get anywhere from 2 to 4 rent-to-own homes every month, and on certain occasions, if you don't have a property that fits for what you're looking for, we can reach out to our local investor network. We have a lot of other local investors that have property around the area, and many of them are willing to sell on a rent-to-own as well. So just because we don't have a house on our website that matches what you're looking for doesn't mean that there's not something great available. Okay? So basically, here's how the rent-to-own process works. If you found us, however you found us on the web or from a referral from a past client, we want to kind of get to know a little bit about your situation. So what your current income is right now, if you have any money that is available for a down payment, that's going to be important because in order to qualify for a rent-to-own program, it's very important that you have consistent, stable monthly income. We don't care as much about credit, but we do want to see that there's light at the end of the tunnel. We do want to kind of get you into a position to qualify in the future, so we don't want to set you up for failure at all. So we'll need to know a little bit about your situation. It's likely that we will want to take a look at your credit report. You're going to want to be able to find out exactly what's on your credit report, because there's a lot of times there's going to be things that should have dropped off in the past, or things that are just completely in error on your report, which are affecting your credit score. So part of our application process is to get a copy of that so that we can review with you to see what it is that you'll need to do in order to get financing in the future. As far as income goes, we'll need you to make at least 3 times whatever your monthly lease payment would be as your gross monthly income. So that's the combined household income. For instance, if the payment on the house is going to be $1,200 a month, then we're going to need to see that you have at least $3,600 a month combined from all parties that are going to be on the loan who are actually going to purchase the property together. It could be a husband and wife, it could be two separate individuals. Whatever the situation, we need to make sure that you have consistent monthly income. Okay, so if you are on unemployment, or you just have some temporary income coming in, we can't qualify you on that. Social Security, disability, anything that is going to continue for the foreseeable future for at least say 3 years or so, we can use that income. But the best income is going to be if you have a stable job. We do ask for some money up front as an upfront option fee. This is going to do two things. One, it's going to show us that you're serious about buying. The houses that we have for rent to own, we are interested in selling, and we do want to see somewhat of a financial commitment from you that you have an interest in buying. So usually we'll ask for about 2% of the sales price. The other thing that this does is it gets you a head start on your future down payment for when you go to purchase. So ultimately at the end of the lease, you'll be going out and getting new financing for the house. You'll help build your credit, raise your full down payment, and getting that, say, 2% or so up front is going to help you get a good shot and a good jump start on your full down payment for buying. In addition to that upfront option fee, which applies to the purchase, we are also going to apply a portion of every monthly payment to the purchase. So what's great about this is that you're going to be essentially building up purchase credits, which will go against the price of the house. So the price is locked in when you move in, and then each month that you make a payment, that amount that you owe is going to go down. So you're going to get a lot of the benefits of owning a house through the lease to own program. So that amount will vary depending on the house. Usually we'll have that amount listed on the website, but you can basically figure that if you were to actually purchase a house today and you're going to make a regular monthly payment, a portion of that payment would go towards principal and the balance will go towards interest. Well, it's similar with the rent to own. So a portion of that goes towards the purchase and the rest would be considered kind of like rent. All right. Now, through the rent to own, you do have a lot more power in having a say on improving the property, improving the house, doing any kind of repairs or maintenance or anything like that. So most rentals, if you go and fix up the house or you paint things, it's going to be going towards your landlord. Okay, with a lease purchase, if you make any improvements to the house that raise the value of the property, when you go and buy that house, you're going to benefit from the increased appreciation that you've created from that improvement. Now, most improvements on a house are going to be approved, but since the house is still not titled in your name at this point in the rent to own, we do ask that you contact us with your plans if you plan on doing improvements. Most likely we will approve that as long as it's done correctly. If there's any permitting or inspections needed, it's done by the book. And then do quality work, because this is an investment for both of us. And then so you're in the property, you're paying into the house, you're enjoying the house like it's your own, and those are a lot of the great benefits of rent to own. Some of the responsibilities that you're going to have, of course, is now that you are in the property, you're going to be taking care of the maintenance as if you were a homeowner, because that's some of the things that you're going to have to do when you do own a house. So if the faucet leaks, or if the toilet stops up, if when somebody throws a rock and it breaks a window, that's going to be stuff that's going to be your responsibility to take care of, just as if you were an owner. So you get the benefits and responsibilities of home ownership, and living in the house that you're ultimately going to purchase, but being able to do it right now. So there's a lot of other things questions that you might have on rent to own. What I'm going to do is I'm going to follow up with you through email over the next several days, and I'll have some more information, maybe some other videos to kind of help explain the process, to help to find out exactly what you're looking for in a home. And that's actually what I want you to do right now. I want to find out a little bit more about your situation. I'd like to know the type of house that you're interested in. So I do have a form below this video that you can fill out. Now, you may have already told me some of this information. If you have, you can still fill it out down below. What it's going to do is it's going to go into the system that we have, so that we'll know exactly what you're looking for. And it's just going to help us to better serve you. If you have any specific questions, you can contact me by email. You may be able to contact me by phone as well. Email is always best. I'm on the road a lot, so I don't always have an opportunity to answer my phone, but love to be able to find out how I can help you out best. And if we don't have a property on our website, which is like what you're looking for, it doesn't matter. Fill out the form. Let us know what you're looking for so that we can go find a property that would be perfect for you. Again, we're buying houses all the time, so hopefully we'll be able to help you out. Anyway, that's it for now. This is Mike signing off. We will talk to you later. Bye.